Hi, I'm Andrea Taylor from Mediterranean Tail Wax and Beauty, and today I'm going to talk about how to sell with actually not selling. One of the things I get asked all the time, there's two groups of people. Salon owners trying to encourage staff to increase profits, and staff, beauty therapists, hairdressers, technicians, cringing at the fact that of the hard sell. I'm not about any of that. This is about making sure that you get the maximum benefit for your client, but also that you're increasing the KPIs of your salon, which is your key performance indicators. So increasing the profit of your salon, so therefore there's more money to actually do more training and more visual display. It's a big circle. But at the end of it all, the person that you really want to make sure is happy is your client. So this is how to sell and make sure your client is getting the retail products that they need to make sure they look good and they think you're the goddess. I'm going to start with the very first principle. This is really silly when I hear people say, I can't sell, I can't do this, it's all too hard. Let's keep it really simple and let's get back to basics. First, it's about a visual display. When you greet your clients, when you're doing your client consultation, if I've got someone sitting here on the couch with me, prior to going into a treatment, I always have anything from a very simple display like I've got here today, right through to a nice big grandiose gorgeous display. It really does depend on the space that you have and on your budget, but also have a think about what your client needs. So predominantly, I'm going to talk about spray tan retailing today. So things like, have you exfoliated? So I like to talk to my client and actually feel their skin. And when they say to me, yes, Andrea, I have exfoliated, I say, but have you exfoliated the way I would like you to exfoliate? Simple question. They look at me, sometimes they think I'm a little silly, and then I show them what I mean. So I take the product, which is the second key selling point without actually selling. You've got the product in front of them, visual display. 2, get the product in their hand. All the research that I have seen actually demonstrates if you can get this product on the client, particularly in their hand, 90% of those clients will actually buy the product. So how easy is it? Simple. Have you exfoliated the way I would like you to exfoliate? Not sure? Let's have a look. So what we're going to do is take the product, we're going to actually pop it on the client, but we're going to talk about the benefits of the product while we're talking to the client. So things such as Dead Sea microgranules, Dead Sea salt microgranules. Feel how luxurious that is. Feel how hydrating that is. So you're actually exfoliating but nourishing your skin at the same time. Smell it. How beautiful is that fragrance? I know that you don't have the benefit of being here with me today, but I'd like you to do that and then wipe it off. Now what I want you to do is actually ask the client to feel their skin and have a look at the different colour. And they'll be able to feel the difference between where their skin was and where their skin is now. And that fragrance is still there. So when I say to them, is this what you call exfoliation? This is what I call exfoliation. And the difference is you'll get 2 extra days out of your spray tan if you do this from this. So already, for a very small amount of outlay for one very simple product, I haven't gone into big spills or anything like that, I've shown them why they would get 2 extra days out of their spray tan. And it's about a good exfoliation. We can do that with every product that we have. Something very simple like that, right through to a tan extender. No different, a body wash, etc. So we're talking about starting at client consultation, visual display, and then we're moving on to putting the product into the hands of the client. A really nice one that I actually like is that, as a salon owner, I like to give staff whatever our product of the week or product of the month is. Have a think about it. As a salon owner, this may cost us a few dollars. It may cost us a few dollars to get out to all the staff, but they're using it, they're talking about it, and encourage them to talk about it. I'm certainly going to come in the morning and go, I tried this awesome scrub last night. Look at the difference. Look at the difference between this and this. And what's going to happen is my clients, my regular clients, are going to come in and go, what have you done differently? We've got a different colour lipstick on. Oh, it's our product of the month. It's blah, blah, blah. Would you like to try some? Or let me pop this on you so I can show you how good it is. Little things. That's not a sell. That's something that they need. And it's also creating the desire that they rely on you as the expert to help them make some decisions. So they're the first 2 points. The third one that I use all the time is usually in the treatment room. When you notice something on your client, such as, do your skin's really dry today as you're spray tanning perhaps, and the spray tan's really being absorbed, or perhaps you've noticed, gee, that looks a little oily there today, or that spray tan's not really uptaking, perhaps on your décolletage down between the cleavage. That's when you can say, I think, that scrub I showed you, I think we need to try some of that there. If you find that your spray tan's a little patchy perhaps there, let me know and I'll give you a sample for you to take home and try. Or, yes, my spray tan only lasts for 4 or 5 days before it gets all patchy, etc., etc. And that's why I turn around and I say to my client, do you know what will extend that? Extend that life, that tan, out a few more days would be a tan extender. All you've got to do is pop it on at night before you go to bed and you'll get an extra couple of days out of your spray tan. Is that something you would want? Would you like a couple of extra days out of your spray tan? What's the response? The response is yes. I turn around and I say to them, great, I'll have it waiting at the desk for you when you come out. When they come out, then I go, how was all that? They go, fantastic, good, and here's the tan extender that I was talking to you about. So that's a total today of. We do the sale, and then I come around and I show them, I take my sample product from my shelf and I say to them, don't just do a little tiny, tan extender, it's just this much and out the door. I show them exactly how much to put on their skin and I show them exactly how to rub it in and I say to them, how beautiful is that? And that's what you've got in your bag. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to give you a little extra sample of that, because what I want you to do is I want you to use the sample tomorrow and then open up your product the next day. That's how much I believe in this. And I guarantee when you come back to me, next time the tan will be nice and smooth, it will come off evenly and your skin will be better nourished. Therefore, your spray tan will be a bit darker, a bit better the next time. I haven't sold. Nothing that I have done there is a sale. It's not a you must sell. And the other thing that I find that we do as therapists and staff is we try and put our budget onto our clients. And I'm going to tell you a very quick story of what happened to me as a young lady. I went to buy a new car. It was my very first luxury car. So I went with my father to the BMW dealer. But he picked me up after I finished the gardening, so I didn't look particularly like I was in the market for a BMW. I walked into that dealer looking quite dirty to be met by a young man by the name of Sheldon, and I will never forget him. I said to him, I am here today to buy my very first BMW, I have my loan approved, I am ready to go. And he turned around and said to me, I think your budget would be the 318i. I turned around and said, oh no, I want the 5 Series. So even then he said, no, I think we need to look at that. I said, excuse me, I'm actually leaving, the car I want is this one. I walked out of that dealer and I went to the one the next suburb down in exactly the same clothes. I walked in, I met the owner and I said to him, hello, I'm here today to buy my very first BMW. I'm very excited. I have my loan approved, I have my dad here. And he goes, right, can I have 5 minutes of your time before you make a decision? I was excited. I said, yes, of course you can. He goes, walk around the showroom with me and tell me what stands out. Look, I know what I want, was what I said to him. He said, no, let's go together. So as we talked, he said to me, what features are you looking for? Do you want electric seats? Do you want this? Do you want that? Do you want something else? Yes, I said. He turned around and said to me, he goes, you're actually in the wrong place. Because you're not going to be able to afford a car with all those things here. How did he know what my budget was? He had no idea. I left that dealer and went to the third one. Same story all over again. The third time though, a young lady came out and said to me, "Is this your first purchase?" To which I said yes. She said, "Have you been to the boys down the road?" I said yes. She goes, "Did they tell you you couldn't afford it?" I said yes. She goes, "You wouldn't come in here without a loan approved if you couldn't afford it." I was like, she goes, "Which car would you like?" I said, "I would like the red one with this and that and whatever." She's great. "Here's the keys, let's go for a drive." We drove down to the two dealers and we showed them the mistakes they'd made. And you've all heard of Pretty Woman, big mistake, big huge. Don't let your salon do the same thing. Thanks for today.